Original, puffing on me high grade, sipping on me liquor. Girls them a come, them a want, them a take her. Batman, me a come in, me a wanna take her. Girls them a come, them a want it on the liquor. I steady sipping on my liquor. Then I tell her me she give her, never trust another nigga. I say she give me on the nigga. Say she feeling on the nigga. Say she run another nigga. I who's that? Baby, tell me who's that? Look back, baby, make you look back. Move that.
Hi guys, welcome back to Beauty with Time. Today's video is all about these goddess locks. Yes, I did these individual goddess locks myself, but the gag is it's a wig. Honey, this is a wig here. It looks like my hair, if I must say so myself. What do you guys think about this? I am like so in love. It looks so good. And I really don't know how long it took me because I'm sick and I've been working on it for like the last 2 days. It didn't take long like how you think it would take. Yeah, I did these individual crochets on a wig cap with a frontal. The frontal I used is by VRBest Hair and it's a 12-inch frontal. My frontal was new. I never used it before, but you can definitely use any old frontal that you have, which I'll show you later on in the video. So make sure you watch the whole video so that all of your questions will be answered because it's a very detailed video. I did make me some cute little baby hairs. That stuff is definitely optional. Everything in this video is optional. I kind of feel silly saying that it's optional, but y'all be all in my comments saying this and that and how I should have done this and how I should have done that. This is the way that I wanted to do my hair. So if you want to do your hair different, you can do it different. This video came along because I was already crocheting the back of the hair because I wanted to just crochet the back and then actually do individuals with my hair. But then I was telling my sister and she sent me a link of a video on how she used a wig. So that's why you're going to see me start off with the crochet hair and then I added on the frontal and just watched a lot of different videos on YouTube and came together as one. So everything in this video is optional. You do what you want to do. If you want to use less hair, use less hair. If you don't want baby hair, don't do baby hair. If you don't want to glue yours down, don't glue it down. I like to use Ghost Bond. It's not going anywhere. I'm able to flip my hair from side to side. I'm able to do all of that and my hair still stay into place. I do have a video on how I glue down my frontals, more detail, and how I remove them. I'll leave that link down below for you. So you guys, please thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you share this video to all your homegirls who like to switch up some styles. So enough of this. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video. This was just going to be too long, even though I'm talking real fast and just talking my little tail off. But this hair is bomb.com, y'all. I don't see you. Alright guys, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with my wig cap. This is the one that I'm using. I use for all of my wigs. You can definitely use a regular net cap if that's easier for you. You're going to need a needle and thread and plus a dome head. So I just start off by putting the thread through and looping it so I can secure the first knot on the wig head in the back, and then I tie a knot. I tie a knot every time I finish with one crochet as well. So now I'm just crocheting the needle onto the hair, and then I'm going to pull that through, and I'm using nylon thread, and then I'm going to go ahead and knot that. And that's basically how you're going to do the entire back of the head. So here I'm crocheting the hair with the needle, putting that through, and securing it with a knot. I like to do this way instead of the net cap because I'm taking my time on it. I want to make sure that this wig lasts forever. So this is about how much I've done. You do want to spread them out as much as you can. I started spreading mine out and then I don't know, for some reason I got closer. And then I end up going back and taking out some in the back. So make sure you spread them out. That's one thing that I didn't do. So next you're going to go ahead and sew down your frontal. Again, this is VRBest hair that I'm using. It's a 12-inch frontal. You can definitely use an old frontal or even a closure. And they also sent me some bundles of hair, and I'll leave a link down below of me putting it into a sleek ponytail. So here I'm just going to sew down my frontal, and I do have a video on how I make my wigs and go into detail about how to sew down the frontal, so I'll leave that link down below for you as well. So here I've sewn down the frontal, and now I'm just going to continue going up with the hair. So just keep on repeating the same steps all the way until you get basically to the top of the frontal. So now I'm showing you guys some parts spread out, some not. Spread yours out all the way till you get to like this top row, or more so at the top. And here I'm showing you that I actually connect my crochet hair with the frontal. So you actually want to sew through as if you're almost sewing down your frontal again, and then crochet one of the goddess locks on there so that you can't see the line and everything will be seamless. So here I'm taking this Saga crochet hair. This is 100% human hair, and this is the one that has the pre-loop to make it easier for you. So I'm just adding these pieces in any and everywhere in the back so that I can get this more bohemian look. So here I'm just doing the same thing and sewing that in random places in the back all over so I can have that loose hair throughout the wig as well. So here I'm taking the frontal off, and I'm going to cut off the cap so it'll be easier to make my parts for my box braids. So here you just want to sew down, well, pin down your frontal so you can have everything nice and neat. And I go ahead and pull out my baby hair. So you just want to pull that out, and I'm using this mousse to lay everything down. This mousse doesn't get hard, even though it says does, it doesn't. I like using this over water, but you can definitely just get a spray bottle and use water. I do this so I won't have flyaways and everything will be nice and neat. So here I'm just parting it off and box braiding it. You do want to braid it pretty much tight if you're not using rubber bands, but I end up going back and putting rubber bands on it. And I'm actually parting my frontal and section off, putting mousse on it every time. And you can definitely just grab hair to give it a more realistic dread look if you want. So here I'm showing you I finished the hair, but as I was doing it, it was loosening up, so I went and added rubber bands to each one. So to save your step, make sure you just rubber band the hair. Here I'm just going to go ahead and crochet the needle through each box braid, pull it through, and you want to make sure you pull through both the crochet hair as well as the frontal hair, and then tighten it. Not too tight that it buckles, but tighten it. So here I'm just wrapping it. This is the wrapping method that I use for mostly all of them, but I will show you how you can do it without wrapping. You can pick and choose. I like the wrapping part of it. I don't know, I just choose that one over how this one is. Well, you're going to do it the same way. You're going to crochet it through, pull both of them through. But here you're not wrapping. You just take your crochet needle and push it through the faux lock, and then you can pull the frontal hair straight through. You can do either one. If you think this way is faster and better, definitely do this way if you want. You do have to take your time, make sure you get it through the actual inside of the lock so that you can pull it through. So you can do it either way you choose. I choose to wrap it. So here I also add the Saga human hair to the individual pieces on the front as well. So I put on the faux lock, and then I put on the human hair and pull it through so that I can get that bohemian look. And then I pull all three pieces, the frontal, the human hair, as well as the crochet faux lock hair. I pull them all three through, and then I will wrap them. So you want to make sure you pull them all through every time, whether it's just the goddess lock or whether it's the goddess lock and the pre-looped human hair. So here I'm showing you both. I have the frontal as well as the Saga human hair, and I'm just going to wrap. I am going to go back and wrap the base so you can't tell it's crochet. But if you don't want to do that, you just have to wrap tighter at the base of it. So here I'm just showing you guys I'm wrapping, and then I pull out a piece of hair so I can get that look I'm going for. So here I'm going to keep wrapping, and then some places I'll pull out two pieces like this. And again, here I'm just showing you that you do want to make sure your frontal is tight, but not too tight that your lace is bulking up like that. It'll make you look like you got like a soft spot or something. So here I'm showing you guys that I'm finished with the frontal. You can either leave it like that or you can do this step. You're going to need some super glue. I got it from Dollar Tree. You're going to need some Marley hair. This is the type that I'm using, and I cut it in half twice so I can get a small little piece like that. And here you see the difference where you done wrapped it versus the one where you can see the knot where it's crocheted in where it hasn't been wrapped. You can stop here or you can keep going. So I wrap for a more realistic look, and I just take a piece about that much and put it beside it in my hand so I have something to grip to, and then I wrap around the base maybe 2 or 3 times, and then I start to work my way on down. And when you wrapping this hair plus the crochet hair, you do want to just hold it on one hand and then twist the other hand, because if you literally twist it and keep switching, it's going to look like a twist. So I get all the way to the end, I add some glue around it. Make sure I'm trying not to touch it because your fingers will get stuck. And then I will just palm rub it in between my hands so that I can get the glue to like dry and not stick to anything else. And then I cut that piece off, and voila, you have a wrapped piece, and it looks so good. Like they're not crocheted in. So that's the difference that we're going for. So here I'm just showing you again that I'm wrapping it around how you can, how you should wrap the base if you choose to, and then I'll put some glue, and then I'll go ahead and cut that piece off. So it's looking real good now. So now we're going to go ahead and pluck the frontal and create some baby hair. And again, if you're using a used frontal, you probably won't have to do this step, but I go ahead and just take a smaller section and I just keep plucking to thin it out. You can see the difference here. So we don't want any really thick baby hairs, even though I had a lot, but it wasn't really thick. So just keep on plucking the frontal, and then that's about how much hair come out, and you can see the difference here. So after I do that, I just cut it so that I can make me some baby hairs. And I'm using this same mousse, my little handy dandy mousse I got from Dollar General. So just gonna swoop it and create some baby hairs however you like, and that's basically the finished look for the baby hairs. Looking pretty good. So I'm just gonna add some jewelry to my hair to give it a little pop. And of course, go ahead and cut off your lace. And right here I'm just taking some of my foundation and putting it on the lace since I'm not using a cap. And then I just take a water bottle and spray it to get the foundation off of the hair. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you and bye. Mwah.